Good evening. Good evening. Sunday, March 15th, 2026. Media Marcus live stream. I'm your guy, Media Marcus, giving you the latest in news, sports, and entertainment. So we got a lot of things to talk about today. I got a lot of things to talk about. Obviously, the Oscars just went off. I'm going to get into everything Oscars, everything live reaction kind of afterwards. The Oscars just ended. We know Sinners was really heavily nominated. I think 9 nominations. We'll talk about them. We'll talk about K-pop Demon Hunters, one battle after another. Marty Supreme as well. So that's Oscars talk. I got a lot of Oscars talk, some winners, some losers, all the things of that nature. A couple of anniversaries of music, Kendrick Lamar as well as Anita Baker. So I'm going to talk those things as well. Music, news, latest in news, sports, and entertainment media markets. Once again, Sunday, March the 15th, 2026 is 11:01 p.m. Oscars just went off, so I'm going to get into that. And then later we'll talk some music anniversaries, some things that's happening in the sports world, as well as some things that are happening locally here in the DMV. So I'm your guy, Media Marcus. I am here live and direct for you guys, 11:01 p.m., 59 minutes from midnight. So let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. The Oscars, it was a fine Oscars. I watched from start to finish. I'm here with you guys, Media Marcus, the latest in news, sports, and entertainment. So I think the number one thing is we got to talk about as far as the Oscars is Sinners. Sinners wins 3 Academy Awards at the Oscars. This is for Best Original Screenplay. Sinners won for Ryan Coogler. So Ryan Coogler wins. Sinners wins Best Original Screenplay written by Ryan Coogler. That was the first win of the night. Sinners also, we had, let's get into a little bit of that. Best Original Screenplay, very good. I mean, we know Sinners did a ton of things over the past year, and it's been recognized across a lot of platforms. But for this, recognition, and some were getting a little tight. Delroy Lindo did not win Best Supporting Actor. So that was early in the Oscars, and people that, I'm going to be honest, my timeline was getting a little like, oh, maybe the nominations were just a win and stuff like that. I did see that, but Sinners wins a Best Original Screenplay written by Ryan Coogler. So congratulations to Sinners, Ryan Coogler. Best Original Screenplay, and that means a lot, right? It's original. It comes from the roots of Ryan Coogler and his brain and things that he's thought about. So Best Original Screenplay, Sinners wins. Congratulations to Ryan Coogler, everyone involved for writing and putting together that movie, Sinners. The 98th Oscar, Sinners wins Best Original Screenplay. And Sinners also got another win, and it's something more major than just a movie, right? So Sinners DP Autumn Arkapaw makes Oscars history as the first woman to win Best Cinematography. So once again, let me say that. Sinners DP is Variety reporting, and obviously we just watched. But Sinners director of photography, Autumn Arkapaw. Sinners director of photography, Autumn Arkapaw makes Oscars history as the first woman to win Best Cinematography. So once again, Variety reporting, DP director of photography, Autumn Arkapaw just made Oscars history. She's the first woman to ever win the Academy Award for Best Cinematography. So congratulations to her. Congratulations to Ryan Coogler as well. Sinners wins Best Original Screenplay. They won 3 total. But the number one story of the night, Michael B. Jordan won Best Actor at the 2026 Oscars. And we got to hear his speech. Michael B. Jordan, I'm just replaying it. Michael B. Jordan wins Best Actor at the 2026 Oscars. Let's hear the speech. I'll put that together. I'll put that video together. I'll put that probably right after this. But yeah, Sinners wins 3 total Oscars at the 2026 98th Oscar Awards. But Best Picture, we obviously know that Sinners was nominated for Best Picture. It did not win, unfortunately. But one battle after another. Well, before then, congratulations to Michael B. Jordan winning Best Actor. He's come a long way from The Wire, Hardball. I feel like he was on soap operas at one point. All of those things up until this moment where him and Ryan Coogler really built a tight bond and been working together for years. Congratulations to Michael B. Jordan, the best actor in a leading role. Congratulations to him at the 2026 Oscars. So I did want to put that. Sinners did win 3 awards today. Once again, Autumn Arkapaw, the director of photography for Sinners, makes Oscars history as the first woman to ever win Best Cinematography. Ryan Coogler, Best Original Screenplay. So they did win 3, but most people thought that they would win Best Picture. Sinners, but it did not. So one battle after another takes home 6 total. One battle after another takes home 6 total Oscar awards, including Best Picture. So one battle after another does win Best Picture. Variety reporting, one battle after another was the night's biggest winner with 6 total wins, taking home Best Picture and Best Director. Michael B. Jordan won. We already talked about that for Sinners. But yeah, so the Oscars, 6 total wins for one battle after another, including Best Picture. Leonardo DiCaprio involved in that, Tiana Taylor, as well as others. So congratulations to one battle after another, 6 total wins at the 98th Oscar Awards 2026. Congratulations to everyone involved. So those are the big winners. I mean, there were a lot of other K-pop Demon Hunters. Let me talk K-pop Demon Hunters. So I always got to talk them. K-pop Demon Hunters wins Best Animated Feature, the 2026 Oscar Awards. It also, what else did it win? K-pop, it won for Golden as well, I believe. We're live here, Media Marcus, Sunday, March the 15th, 2026. There we go. So Best Original Song, Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters. So they won. K-pop Demon Hunters song Golden wins Best Original Song at the 2026 Oscar Awards. They also, K-pop Demon Hunters, took home the Best Animated Feature. So congratulations, K-pop Demon Hunters. A ton of success they've seen. And we know that a sequel is coming as well. I reported that last week with Netflix. So congratulations to K-pop Demon Hunters. Best Animated Feature, and the song Golden wins for Best Original Song. Congratulations to them. And we got to talk some losers. Marty Supreme. Marty Supreme, 9 nominations at the 2026 Oscars, and it took home 0 wins. So, I mean, Marty Supreme, Timothy Chalamet, we know. I think Gwyneth Paltrow was a part of that movie? I'm sorry. I don't know. Marty Supreme, Timothy Chalamet, the new hot kid on the block, 9 nominations for this movie, and it went home with 0 wins. So that was pretty surprising from my standpoint. I did like Marty Supreme, the movie. I saw that in theaters, and, but sometimes it takes a while. Sinners kind of had this run. Michael B. Jordan had this run. He does win the 2026 Best Actor Award. And many had Timothy Chalamet possibly winning that before the BAFTA Awards a few weeks back. So Michael B. Jordan, though, gets the win, Best Winner. But Marty Supreme, 0 wins and 9 nominations at the 2026 Oscar Awards. It might be Kylie. Maybe it's Kylie. I'm a Travis Scott fan. He didn't win that Grammy that year. Kylie was by his side. Kylie was by Timothy's side. 0 wins and 9 nominations at the 2026 Oscar Awards. All right, that's it for the Oscars, man. That's all I really have. But a lot went on. I thought it was a really good showing. I appreciate it as a fan. There were some dull moments. I didn't like all the comedy. Wasn't all funny. I needed more funnier people, and those people up there were not really funny with their jokes. I did like Anne Hathaway. She stepped on stage and they for the Devil Wears Prada 2 kind of run, and they had a funny little moment there. But I didn't get too much from that. But the biggest winner of the night has to be Michael B. Jordan, Best Actor in a lead role for the 2026 Oscar Awards. Congratulations to him, man. Where's Wallace? Where's Wallace? Where's Wallace? Where Wallace at? Where's Wallace? That's the Wire talking. If you don't know. All right, we're gonna talk some things. Couple anniversaries. Let me make sure I got everything on. I don't even see. It's a lot still to talk about right now. A lot still to talk about. I think the next thing I want to get into is it's got to be. Let's talk 2 Chainz. Let's talk 2 Chainz. Complex music reporting. 2 Chainz. Let's talk 2 Chainz. All right. All right. Let's talk 2 Chainz. Complex media reporting. Complex music, rather, reporting. 2 Chainz is now a New York Times best-selling author. 2 Chainz' new book, The Voice in My Head is God, currently sits at number 10 on the New York Times hardcover, on the New York Times hardcover notification list, officially making him a best-selling author. So 2 Chainz is now a best-selling author, according to Complex Music. Either his book, The Voice in My Head is God, currently sits at number 10 on the New York Times hardcover notification. So once again, congratulations, 2 Chainz. He is now a New York Times best-selling author. Just something more he could add to his list of accomplishments. God bless him. But yes, that is his book. The Voice in My Head is God. Rapper 2 Chainz is now a New York Times best-selling author. Congratulations, man. All right, let's talk about some music anniversaries, man. Some music anniversaries, and I was like, oh, these are my songs. I mean, the one that I gotta talk about, To Pimp a Butterfly, celebrating an anniversary. Let's see how many years it's been now. I'm just scrolling, and I got it. All right. So To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick Lamar released To Pimp a Butterfly 11 years ago on March 15, 2015, celebrating 11 years since its debut. And I love this album. I do. Let me look at the some of the songs on To Pimp a Butterfly, but I feel like people don't give this album maybe enough credit. I know Mad Kid, what is it? Mad Kid. What the hell is the name of his other album, dog? Good Kid, Mad City. I know people love, albums like Good Kid, Mad City from Kendrick Lamar. I think Damn was probably his biggest commercial album, probably before his last GNX. And Kendrick Lamar has had a ton of success, but I think To Pimp a Butterfly kind of goes under the radar as far as one of his best works, man. I mean, King Kunta, I still love that song. It was very unique. It's a very unique sounding record in 2015. When you hear during that era, I feel like it was like a lot of Ray Schumer and Gucci and, obviously Drake. And it was that sound though of King Kunta was really special, unique. We had Everything Gonna Be All Right, which is a black spiritual, right? All Right by Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly, celebrating 11 years. He dropped this March 15, 2015. But I mean, those are some really good songs for me. But it's probably, if you ask a lot of Kendrick Lamar, just fans, to rank his albums, this one, To Pimp a Butterfly, which is celebrating 11 years, maybe not as accredited as the other ones, but I could definitely listen to this kind of start to finish, just if I'm really in that mood to listen to Kendrick Lamar. So, but Kendrick Lamar celebrating 11 years To Pimp a Butterfly. Congratulations to him. And now let's move to some R&B. Anita Baker, man. Anita Baker. Let me see. Whew, time be flying, bro. Anita Baker's Rapture celebrates 40 years. Wow. Anita Baker's Rapture celebrates 40 years. I mean, she has some wonderful songs. I've really been getting into my Anita Baker bag in my 30s. Before then, I really didn't listen. I mean, I know some songs, right? But like Sweet Love, which is the first record on this Rapture album by Anita Baker, celebrating 40 years. March, she put this out, celebrating 40 years this week. Anita Baker's Rapture celebrating 40 years this week. And Sweet Love is the first song on the album. You Bring Me Joy, Caught Up in the Rapture, Been So Long, No One in the World, Mystery, Watch Your Step. Anita Baker celebrating 40 years. What an accomplishment. celebrating 40 years, the Rapture, the album, Anita Baker. And I'm going to listen to that right after I get off here. That's good music. That's good music, Anita Baker. So that is the latest, some throwbacks, throwback music for you guys, nostalgia. Let's talk some brackets. I haven't even seen the brackets yet. I've got to be honest with you guys. This is the most that I felt out of the loop as far as March Madness. However, it's all right, man. But March Madness brackets are live. I'll probably just put like a video together, show the actual brackets and who will play who. But get those brackets ready. Get those brackets ready. A lot of prizes involved, stuff like that. But we'll see. I know Duke is the number 1 seed. I think Arizona is as well. So we'll see who will take it all home this March Madness. And I'm looking forward to it. Let's get some scores around the NBA tonight before we get out of here. A couple more things. Once again, we already talked to Oscar. Sinners won 3 Oscar awards, including Michael B. Jordan, Best Actor. One battle after another, 6 wins on the night. They were the big winner of the night for the Oscars. 6 wins. K-pop Demon Hunters won a couple as well. Marty Supreme won none. We talked to Pimper Butterfly, celebrating 11 years. The Rapture by Anita Baker, her album celebrating 40 years this week. So those are some things we talked about so far. Let's give some NBA scores. The Thunder defeat the Minnesota Timberwolves 116-103. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had 20 points and 10 assists in this one, a double-double. Chet Holmgren added 21 points and 9 rebounds. Julius Randle in the loss had 32 points. Just 19, though, points from Anthony Edwards, 6 of 17 from the field. Detroit, another loss in Detroit. Toronto wins 119-108 versus Detroit. Cade Cunningham had 33 points and 9 assists in the loss, but Brandon Ingram, 34 points, 4 made 3-point shots, took them over the top. Sixers get a win versus Portland, 109-103. VJ Edgecombe had the double-double, 18 points and 12 rebounds in 34 minutes played. Quentin Grimes added 31 points himself. So the Sixers, they need every win they can with Maxey out right now. So that's the latest. But New York Knicks, they win in comeback fashion. Knicks win 110-107 versus the Warriors. The Knicks in the second half outscore. I mean, they were down but 12 going into the half. I mean, they were down 9 going into the half. The Knicks were, but they win 110-107, outscore the Knicks by 12 in the third quarter, and that was the defining margin. Jalen Brunson had 30 points in the win, double-double for Karl-Anthony Towns. So that's the latest around the NBA. Right now, Sacramento Kings up 54-49 over Utah, and that's the latest. And now, there was a video. Last couple of things. We're going to get local here in the DMV. Last couple of things I want to talk about. But there's a video of D.C. mayor candidates McDuffie and Louis George. So I don't know if you guys seen this video. D.C. mayor candidates McDuffie and Louis George clashed during the D.C. forum. Every single time she had Kenyon McDuffie. All right. So DC mayor candidates Kenyon McDuffie and Louis George clashed during Free DC Forum. What's the last thing I got? Oh, this storm. So locally in the DMV, they're calling for what looks like to be a bad storm. There's no other way to put it. So they're saying that there will be high winds. A lot of schools are closing early. So this right now in the DMV locally, DC, Prince George's County, Maryland. But Governor Wes Moore today declared a state of preparedness. Governor Wes Moore today declared a state of preparedness for Maryland ahead of significant risk for widespread severe storms producing damaging winds, hail, and heightened tornado threats across Maryland for March 16th, Monday. So people, do what you got to do. If you got to go to the store when you see this early in the morning, take care of that. But they are saying that there's going to be a severe storm for Monday, March 16th. Wind, hail, damaging winds, hail, severe storms, damaging winds, hail, rain, heightened tornado threat across all of Maryland for March 16th. I think DC might be included in that as well. So we're preparing for this storm in the DMV with hail, damaging winds, a heightened tornado threat across all of Maryland for Monday, March 16th. These storms, this comes straight from Governor Moore. These storms have potential to cause damages to structures, down trees and power lines, and create debris. Marylanders are urged to have a plan to shelter if a tornado or severe thunderstorm warning is issued for the area, secure or bring in loose objects from their home, reschedule outdoor activities, and follow local forecasts for most up-to-date information in your area. So that is the latest in Maryland. DMV, local storms supposed to hit. So let's get prepared. All right, that is it for me, you guys. Media Markets, the latest in news, sports, and entertainment. Appreciate you guys for listening. Want to start putting all of this Oscar stuff now. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.